Under the Intoxicating Liquor Licensing Amendment Act of 2022, license holders are mandated to impose obligations on drivers at their establishments and are required to play a more active role in the prevention of drinking and driving. But the government said Wednesday that its concern persists over the continued senseless deaths on the country's roadways, which many times are attributed to drunken driving. A statement from the Attorney General Chamber said too that, unfortunately, based upon reports and complaints received, it appears that license holders, particularly bar owners, have not been in compliance with their obligations imposed under the Amendment Act. An appeal is hereby made to such bar owners to play their part in the promotion of the public good and the preservation of safe society free from drunken driving, the statement from the Attorney General Chamber noted. Bar owners who are not in compliance with their obligations under the Amendment Act will be charged and prosecuted. The Act was amended to increase the fines for breach of the obligations by the license holder to $100,000 for the first offense and $200,000 for a second offense. The amended Act makes it mandatory for a license holder to refuse to admit any person who is drunk, violent, quarrelsome, or disorderly into his licensed premises. A 100% increase in the number of fatal accidents has been recorded by the Ministry of Home Affairs between the periods January 1, 2023 to February 18, 2023 when compared to the same period in 2022. The ministry highlighted that this increase in road fatalities appears to be a daily occurrence, and the indications are that reckless driver behavior attributed to excessive speed, driving under the influence of alcohol, driving without due care and attention or inattentiveness, tailgating, and driving while tired is the common cause. Some other obligations imposed on the license holder include not permitting drunkenness or any violent, quarrelsome, or riotous conduct to take place on his premises, not to sell, give, or barter intoxicating liquor to a drunken person, not to allow another person, for example, an employee or servant, to sell, give, or barter intoxicating liquor to a drunken person, not to sell, give, or barter intoxicating liquor to a person who knows is likely to leave the premises by driving unless that person has identified another person to be the designated driver of the motor vehicle, not to sell, give, or barter intoxicating liquor to any person identified as a designated driver, to inform the nearest police station and request their immediate assistance in cases where he knows that a drunken person is attempting to drive or is in charge of a motor vehicle on the road or other public place, post signs that discourage drinking and driving at conspicuous places on the licensed premises, ensure that announcements are made at regular intervals on the premises that persons should not drink and drive. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.